Oh, there he is. He's loading. Big up.
Evening all. Sorry for the lateness, but as you know, lateness is greatness.
We don't do anything but.
First of all, smash the likes, everyone. Listen to the mods in the place. Big up DJ Crane and big up Mr. English.
Ross.
Now, usually we have some type of plan for doing our stuff and that, but today we're just going to freestyle it. We're just going to wing it, as far as I'm concerned. Also, as well.
Well, Ladamus will come join us in a second.
Oh, he's going to be joining.
Yeah, he's going to join it. He's going to jump in with us. But yeah, I don't mind winging it a minute.
Yeah, that's cool. But also as well, yeah, guys, yeah, if you have questions, please put them in the chat and we will answer your questions. We're also going to be open for anyone, and I'm going to be posting this every 10 minutes. You don't have to have your camera on. All you have to do is just talk. Whether it's your team you want to talk about or whatever you want to talk about, you can do that. So I'm going to leave the link here and you can join anytime you want. As I said, you don't have to have your camera on, but it'd be nice to hear your voice and put a voice to the face. But I know about people's privacies and all that, so it's all good. But it's there anyway.
Oh, in that case, then yeah, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of the stream, people. Yeah. Just be seeing emojis. Yeah, you go like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like.
Anyway.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know what? I think. Do you know what? Yeah. I think mainly the top four is probably the most important teams, probably to start off with. Not to put down any other team that's played, but I think that's where a lot of the, competition wise or strong competition is at the moment. I know this is a competitive league and blah 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 what so and all that, but
yes.
I think firstly. And
when did you ever get on camera and I made fun of you, bro?
Who's that?
Read it.
Hopefully makes fun of me whenever I'm on camera and hears my voice. Hold on. Get on that stream, DJ Crane. Put your camera off. I want to hear your voice, man. Because I know you've got one of them American accents, man. Ask me like that, man.
He doesn't actually.
Oh, is he posh? Is he posh?
Oh, no, he's not posh. He's not posh. We just
he's on private streams. Oh, okay.
The thing is, he's fucking ugly. That's why.
He's like that, is he? But yeah, that's cool. But
he's lovely. Look at that suit in the picture. Come on, he's adorable.
Do you do private streams? Because I don't do none of that shit. I'm not really.
You know what? No, I'll be real with you, right? Like I've been saying for days.
What do you get from private streams? What do you get? Do you get views?
No. It's just private conversation, bro. It's just private conversation. That's all it is.
About what?
I don't know. Anything you like. The thing is, I don't do private streams because I call people and talk to people. So I don't do private streams. So if I want to talk to you, I'll phone you.
Private. Yeah, there's a few in the group that love their private streams.
I think Jezza and Yeti are the main ones that do it. But, they do it because that's just what they want to do, They like bantering with everybody they meet on YouTube. Yeah. With me, since I've gone back to work, like YouTube's gone back to being a secondary priority again. So if I'm not working, I'm doing something else. If I'm not doing something else, I'm with my missus. If I'm not with my missus, I'm working. So you know what I mean, like that's why I haven't done as much content myself personally, like I have over the last couple of months compared to now, is because I'm back to work, bro. Like that's what happened. So, but if I need to talk to people, I'll call them. I even speak to you on the phone.
Huh? Have you spoken to Crane?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh, nice.
All the time, man.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about football straight away because. Do you know what? Football.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. If you're a mumsy and you're watching, happy Mother's Day.
Every day, as far as I'm concerned, mothers are important. Every day is a day for a mother. They bear us in the most pain. They had the most pain having us. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nurturing us, bringing us up. Do you know what I mean? So. Big up to the mums every single day. I'm not a traditionalist in that respect because I don't celebrate all them things. Obviously, what I do and everything. But nah, man, every day is a Mother's Day as far as I'm concerned. But you know what? I wanted to just see how's life been, man, for you, man? What have you been up to recently? Because
Me, like, no.
No. Actually, no. The question I wanted to ask, this is what I wanted to ask you actually. How are you finding the streaming game so far? Because we need to talk about this, and we can have a conversation online.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into detail.
Nah,
But we can
it's
chat.
funny. All I'm gonna say right now is after that, just to answer that comment, honestly, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, I totally.
It's a bit weird. That's all I'm gonna
It's
say. I've met some lovely people. I've met some fucking crazy people, and it's been majority nice. But at times, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's just
weird.
really strange. It's funny how talking on camera with people about football can become even bigger than that.
Politics. I've seen more politics in this game than I've seen in the workplace, man. I'll be honest with you at times.
I'm telling you, I'm just thinking about maybe just sticking to myself so I don't get my head bitten off by something.
Yeah, I'm sticking to having private streams on my own, talking to myself. That's how crazy it gets.
Me, myself, man. And I. That's the only people I got in private streams right now.
So how was the game yesterday? Yeah, it was brilliant. So how you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm good. So how's things? That's how it goes sometimes. But you know what? We're human beings at the end of the day. You know, we enjoy a banter. You know, we can get emotional at times, I suppose. And sometimes we've got to just like, you know what? Is this really worth it? You know, these guys get paid hundreds of thousands a week, and we're here crying over our teams and all that. And sometimes I just feel to myself, is it worth falling out with someone over that? Because I feel that my opinion's better than yours, or you've said something wrong. Because there's been times where people have said things to me, and I'm like, well, I never said that. I'll go back through the clip to check, and I've never said it. But you know what? I just leave it. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Well, hang on. Well,
you believe that?
Well, this is the funny thing, and I was just having a conversation about this with you on Tony and your stream of the Liverpool Man City game, when he says, "Oh, but I've had conversations with Chelsea and Spurs fans that have said this and that," but that's not in the context of the three of us.
No.
Because in the context of the three of us, we have conversations between the three of us that we wouldn't necessarily have with everybody else. So it's one of those ones where, because we're friends, we and you just said about opinion, right? It's the thing. It's right. If it's just an opinion, it's not about right or wrong. It's just whether you can actually have the patience to sit there and open your ears for a minute. And because that's the thing why me, BANTZ, Tony, and the rest of us, we get along, because we listen to what each other says as well as give each other our own input. Now, one thing about it is like, it's like, why keep receipts and bring something up months ago? The thing is, that's coming into that's anticipating an argument. I don't come into anything anticipating the argument, because that already defeats the objective of doing it. I want to watch Chelsea and discuss with people who have an opinion on the Chelsea game, or if we're losing or if we're winning. That's why I still do streams, even though we're crap. You know what I mean? I still like listening to people's football takes, because there are football takes. But but the thing is, if you none of us have said anything where it's been set in stone afterwards. So it's all down to interpretation. I talked with BANTZ because me and him have a similar view on football. He's coached in it more deeply than I have, but you know,
how do you know that?
How do I know that? Because you told me, and you sent me photos, bro. No. What I've been doing, you know, I did in-depth research on BANTZ. Yeah. I got my 4 or 5 scouts to go and scout him out, and this is what they told me. All right, big up, Del Boy. How you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, but how are you finding all this YouTube stuff then? And Del Boy as well, because Del Boy's been doing it a long time. How do you find all the streaming and stuff then as well, Del? Right, it's a funny old game, isn't it? It's a funny old trade, and there you go, Rosie as well. There's another one who can with all the YouTube channels she goes across. So how is she finding all this streaming? Like, it's an interesting thing.
Crazy, man. It's crazy, to be honest.
Go on, you tell me. How have you found it?
Who are you asking, me or?
No, you.
Oh, me, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, do you know what?
Wait, not you. I'm asking BANTZ. I apologize. Let me rephrase.
Oh, sorry. BANTZ, can you answer question? Oh, yeah. All right,
yeah, that's the other you.
Yeah. You know what? One thing I've noticed, is that no matter how much you stream, you know that thing, that bar you've got that's supposed to go up, you know when you want to get that, was it earn or customization or whatever it's called, monetized or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, monetized, yeah.
Yeah. No matter how many times I look at that bar, it just doesn't seem to move. No matter how many streams I do, it just doesn't seem to move. No matter how many streams I have, I don't seem to get more subscribers. And I just think it's a really difficult game. I'm hearing guys that have been doing this since 2016, yeah, and they've got like, I think Troop started in 2016. He's got like over nearly 300,000 subscribers now. So it's not a game that you just go into straight away. And you just
Troops had something to come to back off of because he came
yeah,
off
because you went yeah.
And
yeah,
really,
exactly.
what we're all doing is realistically is a spin off of that in one way or the other anyway. So
exactly. And it's so competitive as well. It's so very competitive as well.
Sable team.
But I'm like you as well. I think I'm like you as well, where I just do it just mainly for the fun of it. I'm not really like,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about having over 1,000 subscribers or even actually the money.
That's why I work 9 to 5, bro.
That's what I mean.
That's the
growth. Exactly. So it's all about those little things, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You know what I mean? You've got to plan what you're gonna do. You've got to have your content. You've got to have your designs for your banner. And I do everything myself. Yeah, I literally do everything myself. Mainly, big up to Drew Gunners who designed my logo as well.
And mine.
But
not this one.
Yeah, I love that logo. Yeah, I love that logo, man. I love both your logos. Yeah.
Big up Leroy of the Fight Week show for the other one, or the Fight Week showcase. Big up.
Yeah, man. I just, you know what? It's one of them things, isn't it? You know what I mean? You do it and then it's finished, isn't it? What's the score at half time?
It's 1-0 still. Ranger.
1-0, yeah.
They're playing Ibs. Oh wait.
Am I following Del Boy? Am I following Del Boy?
I am. I don't know about you. Are you?
I've never seen him before, so.
You know him, Del Boy? What?
No, I've never seen Del. I don't think I've seen him.
Arsenal fan, man. Been around for ages.
Yeah, but let me see if I'm following him. Let me just check if I'm following him.
Well, Del Boy, chuck a link in the chat of your channel, man. Or if you're on my channel, BANTZ, because if it's on your BANTZ or mine, I'll just chuck it into BANTZ.
Is it Del Boy? Are you sharing it or are you doing your own thing? Have you shared it?
Well, yeah, it's on my channel. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I see.
Well, yeah, you pop into my chat if you suck up the if Del Boy can put it in there for me, please. If he's in my chat.
Oh, I see him.
Well, go to his channel.
Is that Manny?
He might have been on there.
Is that Manny? Oh, I see him on there. Oh, okay. I see him now. Yeah, big up Del Boy, man. Del Boy Gunner.
Yeah, Del Boy's a G, man.
Big up, man. I just started following him, bro. Stephanie Griffith says, big up BANTZ and Wolfie. You know this is the show on Sunday you want to be at, yeah? Because you've got two Londoners expressing their views, talking the realist, yeah? We ain't on none of this, do you know what, Jamie Carragher and bloody Gary.
Yeah, but him, Haaland.
You've got him as well doing his bloody impressions and all that. But yeah,
of course.
Listen, I want at least 20 likes today, people. Yeah, at least 20. These guys, I'm seeing 688k likes on some of these channels. Yeah, give us 20 today, please, man. Just as soon as you watch this video, just look at the thing below, yeah, and just press the like button. Get us out to new audiences. I'm seeing a lot of guys in here I've never seen before.
Good for the algorithm, please, man. Come for the algorithm, please.
Up the disabled team as well. First time I've seen you as well. I think you're a Chelsea fan.
Big up, Jeffy. Yeah, he's on my channel. Big up, Jeff. Yeah,
make sure you subscribe to me and I'll subscribe back as well. Big up Stephanie and big up Rosie. Big up Del Boy, spitting facts.
Big up Anthony as well. Give his content a like, please. Anthony's such a lovely dude.
So we've got Del Boy there. Big up BANTZ.
He's all right.
He's all right. Have you ever been Bristol? Bristol's a lovely place. Lovely place. They're like their towns and everything. Yeah, they've got some of the most beautiful buildings and everything. Bro. Yeah, man. Some of their buildings.
My uncle was from Doncaster, so they all that proper nice place, like country village, like we literally know everybody.
Devon and all them places there.
Exact opposite to London. Put it that way.
Yeah, I love that. Exact opposite. Listen, when I go there with my black self, yeah, everyone's friendly, bro. Do you know that? Yeah, it's like, how are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, man.
Oh, thank you, Ross. Bless you, bro.
Got my G.
Thank you, man.
Keep going, BANTZ and Wolf. Love the channel. And DJ Crane say you that needs go on.
You're alright. You're a prick. You're a prick. You are. You're a prick. You are, DJ Crane. You're a total prick for bringing that up. What's wrong with you?
Brilliant.
Haven't you ever watched Hot Wars? No joking.
Anyway,
the movie. Malia, big up. Hello.
Big up.
She got a London tone. Hello. What's going on here then?
Anyway, the floor's open. Anyone could ask us questions. Ask us questions, whatever questions you want to ask us about the weekend's games. If you want to ask us anything.
Hang on. Well, I want to ask a question, and this is.
Hold on. Oh, to everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Were Liverpool robbed just now? Because the penalty at the last minute. Because Doku did get there first, but he does kick Thingy in the chest.
Yeah.
So were they or were they not robbed? Because I'm from the camp that they weren't robbed because they had enough chances in the game to bury Man City. They let Man City get away with that. They really did for me. I say thank you, Malia. Big up, Malia. She says no as well. Big up.
Got Prime in the building.
Big up, Prime. What's up, dude?
Got Prime in the building.
How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Say that. You there? There you go. No, I forgot the Doku got the ball. Yeah, big up to that. Can you hear us, Anonymous? Is your mic cutting in and out?
No, I muted myself. I was doing something.
Oh wow. Okay, that's loud. The voice of God. The voice of God has returned. All right. What do you think of the whole? Did City get away with one with that penalty, or do you reckon it weren't a penalty? I don't think it was personally. But
well, was it a penalty?
In your eyes?
No, in my opinion, was it a penalty? No, I think like Doku got the ball, and it was more so a thing of McAllister running into his foot. However, it is a high foot. There was contact, and it was in the box. By the letter of the law, it should be a penalty. As much as I don't think it is, but according to what the law is, if there's any sort of contact in the box, then it should then equate to it. Oh, my camera's off. My bad. Thought my camera was on. Yeah, according to the letter of the law, if there's any contact in the box, it has to equate to a penalty. However, I don't think it should be. I think it's very soft. I think Doku got the ball and McAllister just runs into his foot.
Do you think he ran into him deliberately, trying to get the penalty?
No, I don't think it's. Do I think it's deliberate on McAllister?
No. Do you think McAllister runs into Doku deliberately?
I don't know if he runs in deliberately.
He could be playing for it.
I don't know. I don't know if he runs in deliberately, but I just think it's a thing of like, it's one of those things that it happens sometimes. I don't think like it is a pen. I don't think it's a big deal. I think if it happens anywhere else on the pitch, no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
According to the law, I don't know. I think it's good on the referee. I don't think it is a pen, but like the letter of the law, it has to be a pen because there's contact. People can talk about VAR. If you look at it from multiple angles, you can see from multiple angles that Doku gets the ball first. So, and then McAllister runs in. So I don't think I don't know. For me, it's not that much of a big deal. I think Liverpool fans complaining about the ref. I think it's funny because oh, hi, Rosie. I think Liverpool get a lot of decisions their way. And two, like, no one's going to, because I've been listening to streams and seeing things online. Why is no one talking about the 3 or 4 chances that Diaz
wasted? Yep.
Like, and that's why for me, like when I talk to Chelsea fans, I hate when people complain about refereeing decisions. I've never complained about refereeing decisions. I always speak on, did Chelsea do enough to win the game? No. Why did we lose the game?
No, Liverpool didn't do enough. On that basis, Liverpool didn't do enough to win because they didn't
all those chances that they had.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
If they had to score 1 or 2 of his chances and the game ends 3-1, no one's going to talk about that penalty. So,
no one cares, bro. And the only people that will care will be the Liverpool fans because it gives them another reason to cry about the refs, which they always do. And I'm not being funny. Every team in this league gets shafted by the referees.
I think in terms of Arsenal, though, this is a good advantage for them. I think it's a good advantage for them. If Arsenal can go next week, they play City, right? Is it?
Say that again. Arsenal, yeah. Then away at the Etihad next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah.
Or is it the week after?
No, I think
we
it's
got
next week.
no. You guys have
No,
got
the 31st. It's the 31st, so the week after. 2 weeks.
Oh, it's the week after. My bad. So
Yeah,
who's
it's
next?
2 weeks.
Isn't it international break then? I need to check. Hang on, let me have a look. 1 minute.
Oh, no.
No. It's after the
31st.
31st.
It's the 31st. It's the 31st.
Sorry, I'm wrong. It's international break. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
international
what I
break.
thought. No. The Arsenal, obviously, the next big match for Arsenal would be Porto, obviously, because they were supposed to play us, but it got postponed.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, disadvantage that Arsenal have now, like, I think City is there for the taking. So long as your Arsenal set up correctly, I think you can easily beat City on the counter attack.
That's what I said.
But if Arteta decides to actually come out and play City, they'll pick you off. But if you sit deep, or not even sit deep, but if you sit in a bit of a block and then you break on them, you'll beat them easily.
You know what? Yeah, you know what I think really affects City this year compared to all the other years, right? It's the fact they're missing Mahrez on the right. Because when you watch that game, and I said this to BANTZ, and I'm pretty sure you saw the same thing I did, Latimus, was every time City tried to go forward, they tried to go forward down the left-hand side. Every time. And particularly when Doku came on, everything was just through him on the left. And the thing is, with City, that starves Haaland of the ball, because you've always got proper strikers feed off the left and right. And for me right now, with Kyle Walker not being able to motor up and down like Harry was before, that severely affects the way City are able to attack teams, because they don't have any threat on the right-hand side from anymore. Not for me. That's open to interpretation if someone else wants to play, because I'm not even being funny. Even when Alvarez was on, he was on the left, Doku was on the left. I don't remember anyone really, other than maybe Bernardo Silva, drifting off to the right, and even he had a game to forget.
Yeah, City don't have any. City lack like width. They lack a winger that can either stretch the game or like keep possession and keep things ticking again. They miss Mahrez. They miss Grealish.
Oh yeah, that's
Doku
another
probably
person. Yeah.
today as well. If they had Doku to start the game and had Doku and say Mahrez out wide, that probably would have helped them. But I don't know. City, we're used to City starting off the league slowly, but eventually they always kick into gear. And when are they going to start kicking in?
It's not
again, as bad as we say City have been this season, they're still in this title race.
Yeah, of course
they're still there. So, like, that just shows how crazy City have been these last few years.
Well, can I ask you a question?
They're still there.
Well, can I ask you a question? If Ederson doesn't do that mistake, they win this game.
Yeah.
Yes, because let's be honest.
Well, I think City will still have found a way to score again and get into the game.
What if no, you mean Liverpool?
Yeah, no, Liverpool would have found a way to equal it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Liverpool would have found a way.
But the thing is, like you saw with Diaz, they had all those chances and missed, bro. And I think, let's be fair here, Ederson makes a horrible mistake to give away the penalty in the first place, and that probably gives Liverpool the incentive, because they smelt blood after they had the penalty, but everything was rushed or shot from outside the box badly. There was just no. I think Liverpool, in trying to like use that high energy sort of football, actually let them down a bit, because they could have just taken the time a bit more, been a bit more precise instead of. Because I think that's the biggest problem in the Premier League, to be honest. Too many teams focus on being quick instead of being precise, and you can't really. Even if you go quickly, if there's no precision in what you're doing, it doesn't matter how fast you move, because you go nowhere. And I think that's what City were doing. They couldn't get up the pitch. Second half, they really couldn't get on the pitch. The Brennan was misplacing passes. Bernardo Silva couldn't keep the ball. I'm not being funny in terms of. And the thing is, in the first half, it was the opposite. That was what makes me laugh. Like, they were keeping the ball all right, City. They were keeping the ball away from Liverpool. I just think that mistake from Ederson just put City on the back foot. But Liverpool could never really, put the hammer down. They tried. Don't get me wrong, they tried. And Diaz, I think, as good as he is, he's a big culprit. Because don't get me wrong, he's a good baller, but he shouldn't be one of. Because BANTZ was pointing him out as well. He was saying how he was taking on men, he was twisting up people, which is all great gravy. But if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, what's it worth?
And it's interesting because like so many other forwards will be put on the spotlight. People will talk a lot about like say a Jackson or
Haaland.
Charlison, or people want to talk about Martinelli or etc. Nunez is not better than these guys. It's really not. Or not Nunez, Diaz. Diaz is not better than these guys. Like he's awful in front of goal. And even when he does play out wide and stuff, he's not. I don't know. He's just.
I hear you. The Liverpool forwards do escape criticism somehow, even though sometimes they have really bad games like today. Diaz won't get any criticism today. You can already see. Like I was on the a certain football terrorist channel a minute ago, and all they were talking about was the penalty. I never heard one Liverpool fan say Diaz should have scored. Not one. So you know they're not going to be. You know that it's modern football, bro. They'll always look for the excuse, and the excuse that we should have had a penalty. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
That's what annoys me, because if that goes, because for me, I'm fair. If the decision goes against Chelsea, but it's the right decision, like I won't complain.
Yeah, hats off. You got
the other way around. Like if a decision, like I'm fair that way, but like other fans will be like, you know, if it goes against their club, but it's the right decision, they'll complain. But next week, if it goes in favor of their club, but it's the wrong decision, they won't say anything. I don't like that.
Well, the thing is that makes me laugh about Liverpool, right, fans? And this is one thing, right? They'll kind of use what they can to mask their own shortcomings. And I'll give you an example, right? They'll say that Klopp is on exactly the same level as Pep, but Pep had more money. Now, I'm not being funny. On that basis, if Klopp and Pep are on the same level, get your board to give more money. Because this is the thing that they say, oh yeah, it's cool, like yeah, he's great, he's this, and if he had Pep's money, he'd win. But the thing is, okay, so why didn't Klopp demand that? And it's not like Klopp has to spend, or go to or a club where there's things.
That's what I always said with the Lampard Gerrard debate. I always said Gerrard's really level, and he could have gone to a bigger club.
They're both in his house. Look, Jez. They're both in his house. Look. They're sitting next to each other. Look, they're sitting next to each other. Yeah, Pep is way superior, but that's not how Liverpool fans will see it. They'll see that Klopp, even though he has half the achievement. Like, I'll give you an example, right? Me and Latimus will back me up on this, right? They all say, when it comes to Mourinho, that Klopp's better than Mourinho, right? And the reason why Klopp is better than Mourinho is because he had less money. And I'll turn around and say, but hang on a minute, he didn't spend a penny like anyone else did to get that Porto team, which won back-to-back league titles and back-to-back European titles. He had to build that team. He gave you players like Benny McCarthy. He gave you players like
even Inter, that trouble, a lot of money wasn't really spent on that Inter team when he won the treble. And yet he was beating the best, this is prime peak Barcelona he was demolishing.
Well, Mali, I hear you, but that's not what Liverpool fans will. Even if you said that to them and dropped it exactly like, they'd still say Klopp was better. And I'll give you another one. For his whole and I actually found this out myself. For his whole tenure as Real Madrid manager, Chelsea manager, Inter manager, and Porto manager, for the when he won the Champions League from that season all the way up to 2011-12 for Real Madrid, he never lost a home match. So for 9 years, I hope this guy was in. So for 9 years, I hope that guy was invincible, regardless of teams. But they'll still say Klopp was better. Oh, he didn't have the resources that Mourinho did. It wasn't just that; it was the fact that Mourinho set it up for teams that it was difficult to beat. His team.
That's my thing. If he doesn't have the resources, that's fine.
Yeah,
go to a club where you have the resources.
On this, to answer, because bless her soul, she did.
No, we get back to I'm starring, and we get back to those questions. Carry on, right. And then
that's the best signing. What for Arsenal or in the Prem?
No, for Arsenal.
No, for Arsenal. We get to those.
We'll go to that. We'll go to that because we're just posting. So we'll go to that.
I've got an answer for that, by the way. So
yeah. Well, one minute.
That's fine. We get to that segment.
No, I'll tell you what. Well, the thing is, if Klopp's one of the best and Pep Guardiola's one of the best, why does not Ancelotti never get a shout? Because he's arguably got as many trophies as he absolutely destroys Klopp for trophies. In terms of over the last 10 years, the guy's won the European Cup, 5 times? So in Europe, he's second to none, because not even Pep can touch him in Europe over the last 10 years. Hence the reason why over the last 10 years, Real Madrid have won how many Champions Leagues? 5? 6? I know a couple of them was Zizou, but a lot of them with Ancelotti. Let me check it. Actually, let me check it.
Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues with Real, and Ancelotti won 2.
What, with Madrid? I swear you won more than that.
No, only 2. We're in 2014, right? So 2014. Yeah, he's won 2.
What, with Real Madrid?
Yeah, because remember, Ancelotti won the Champions League.
Yeah, you're right. He did. He won it twice with. He's won it twice with AC Milan as well.
Because remember, Ancelotti won the Champions League. He got sacked. Then Barca won it, and then Zidane came. They won 3 on the bounce. Then Liverpool won the Champions League. Then Bayern won it. Then Chelsea won it. Then Real won it, and Man City won it last season.
Yeah, because Zidane won those 3 in a row, didn't he? Yeah, that's the one when he won with Bale and them lot when they beat Liverpool straight. Because that's another thing that gets me about Klopp. 5 European Cup finals. This is what they say. He can't compete without money, yeah. But he got to 5 European Cup finals and only won 1. That's a shocking return, bruv. That regardless of whatever team, because if you got there in the first place, then obviously you're good enough. So I don't know, man. The whole. And I'm with Malia on this one, because if Pep Guardiola is one of the best, because he's got a better record in Europe, I think Ancelotti tops everyone. Because Europe is where you prove where you're the best. And I'm not being funny. You name me one other than maybe Zidane, who doesn't really compete anymore, because it's really, for him, it's Madrid or no one, really. But for Ancelotti, he's got the record, man, because he's been to Bayern's, he's been to PSG's, he's been to Chelsea's, and he's won titles everywhere. So I'm not being funny, isn't he, Eon? France, Italy, Spain, England. Where else is he managed? I'm forgetting. Germany. That's 5. He's won all 5 of those league titles, hasn't he? Yep. I think that definitely beats Pep.
He's the only manager to win the 5 league titles.
Well, I was thinking maybe Jose, but Jose hasn't managed in Germany, has he? So no.
Yeah, Jose's only won 4.
Portugal, Spain, England, and obviously Italy. So yeah, if anyone wants to put the category of Ange, who's the best manager in the world, Ancelotti is really. So when everyone says Pep, I kind of look at him like, what? Nah, not for me.
Anyway, I've heard all this best manager and all that stuff.
A minute ago, he's like, talk.
No, I'll just let you guys talk, because I was just seeing what you were talking about. But we're still on the Liverpool Man City game. Now, obviously, it was a draw at the end of the day. Yeah. Who benefits? Who doesn't benefit?
Man City benefit. They were awful in that second half, man. Come on, they were awful, bruv. They should have been tucked in. Mama Flossie, the floss in the building. Big up. How are you, man? Look, good luck tomorrow. I hope we destroy you.
Tomorrow. Yeah, that's my question, man. So who benefits and who doesn't benefit from the actual game?
No, definitely City, bro. Because that's a point they should. They stole a point, bro. Liverpool should have.
They could have won that with Doku. Doku hit the post, remember?
Yeah, but so
they could have won that game with that shot on the post. So all it takes is one chance, isn't it?
All it takes is one chance. Sorry.
Foden as well with that. It came off him.
Off his hand. That wouldn't have counted. That went in. That wouldn't have counted. That wouldn't have counted. Because they even said by the laws of the game, if it comes off your arm and goes in, it's never a goal, bro. Otherwise, we would have knocked Madrid out of the Champions League a couple of seasons ago when they won it. You remember that, Latimus? When we went 4-3 up and they discounted it because there was a handball before the goal? Bummer.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, do you remember that?
That's not handball, man. That should not
have. Yeah, see,
Which one was that?
Which one was that? Game.
Our comeback against Real Madrid 2 years ago.
Oh, right, okay.
When it should have been 4-3 in the Bernabeu to us, but obviously the referees going with the Spanish teams again, as always.
I love the way you man are turning this into like some form of Chelsea history show, bro. Listen.
We're talking about Madrid on the main.
Let me finish. Hold on.
Arsenal fans say we have no history. We're going to speak on history, man. Let's come on. Arsenal fans say all the time we have no history. So
Oh,
mention our
Chelsea fans
history.
have no. Is that what you're trying to say about us?
I need to respond to something that Ladham said earlier about Arsenal going to Etihad and playing on the counter attack. I kind of disagree with you. I think our football matches Man City this season. I think we're playing much better football than City this season. Etihad, yeah, it's a hard place to go to, but I think we're going to be the best team they're playing this season. 100%. We've already beaten them at home already at the Emirates. I don't think they're the team that they were last season.
I've been saying
I know they got pedigree and we can talk about their trophies and all that bollocks, but I just got a feeling this season is going to be different.
I hope so.
I think they got one eye looking over at us, yeah, thinking, you know what, we were in a game, and they have to beat us. In all honesty, they really have to beat us.
Wait,
because
can I ask you
I was hearing. Hold on, let me finish. I was hearing from City fans that if they beat Liverpool today and they beat Arsenal at Etihad, then they've won the league. That's what I've been hearing. So they've already drawn today. No, I've been hearing that from these City fans. I've been hearing chess from City fans. So they've already drawn with us. Drawn with Liverpool. We play them at the Etihad. Okay, we don't know what the outcome of that result's going to be yet. Most people will say it's a City win. You know what I'm saying? But
I won't. I think Arsenal beat City.
So do I, actually.
I'm confident.
I think
quite
City
confident.
are whack, personally.
I don't get you underestimate, like, I kind of get it. Like, people underestimate Arsenal, and I kind of get it in terms of, like, City and Liverpool, they're tried and tested. We know they've done it, so we're more than likely to believe that they'll do it again, as opposed to Arsenal. I get all that, but Arsenal don't look like they're falling away. Even when previous Arsenal teams have reached certain setbacks, and they would have, like what happened against Porto a couple of weeks ago. Previous Arsenal teams would have lost to Porto, and then your season would have fallen apart.
Yeah, but they have lost the ball.
We did lose though. Yeah, we did lose though.
Exactly. I remember last season when you lost to Man United in October. Previous Arsenal teams, you lose to Man United and you guys crumble, and for the next month or two, you start going up and down in the results. But you didn't. You just continue to kick on. Like Arsenal, I don't know. You guys are different. Will you guys actually win the league this season? I don't know. I want to see that City game first. City, and my opinion will change. But
that's what I was saying. Hinges on that City game.
They're still here. So long as you're winning, like for me, like I don't know. So long as you continue to win all your games, who knows? You might be, because that's all Arsenal can do. You can't affect anything else. Just win your games.
Just take one game at a time. But that's interesting you mentioned that, actually, because I'm not being funny. Let me just chuck a little spanner in the works here, right? Now,
and I want to segue into the Arsenal-Brentford game after you said.
Yeah. If you lose to Porto during the week and get knocked out at home again under Mikel Arteta, because let's be honest, his home record in Europe isn't great. The last 2-3 times you've been knocked out in Europe, you've been knocked out at home, which is, mate, that's a weird record, bro. I don't know how. Do you think at this point it's worth going out the Champions League to focus on the league?
Hell no. You want to be in the Champions League, man. Do you know what I mean? Till the end. What kind of concept is that? You know, you're in the Champions League and then, do you know what I mean? You just get, you get knocked out. Do you know what I mean? You want to stay in there to the end. You want to get to the final. You want to win the thing.
But I tell you, his record's not great, bro. I know. We could well go out. This is the thing. There's two things to this, isn't there? Yeah. The players and the manager want to win the Champions League, yeah. But we know that Arteta, under pressure, and the way he plays in Europe is different, isn't it? Yeah, do you know what I mean? He thinks every game, we play the same every game, same style every game when we go to Europe as well. We know that there's every possibility that we can go out to Porto next week. However, the tie's not over yet. So until those 90 whatever minutes are finished, then we don't know. We don't know what the outcome of that game is. But I'll tell you something now. We're still gonna fight in that game. We might all end up winning that game. And maybe
sometimes, huh?
I said maybe.
What did you guys say? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we may all win that game. And remember, winning games always breeds confidence, and that's what you always have to. You always have to. What's he doing?
My
You
camera.
always have to take. Yeah, you always have to take that into perspective. So, yeah, going out of that competition, I don't think it benefits us, to be honest. I just think we
There
just
you
have
go.
to keep playing, keep winning our games,
Big up, JP.
and yeah, we'll see what happens in it. Obviously, if we beat Porto, we're probably gonna buck one of the big guys like Bayern or Real Madrid or whoever, and that's
Step
gonna
at a
be
time, man.
another question. Yeah, step at a time. And as you said, it's one game at a time for us. Big up JPT in the building, man, and big up.
How's hacking down those trees
everyone
going,
chat
bro?
as well. I've been trying to get this guy on the stream, but I know he's busy, man. I've been trying to.
I sent him the stream.
follow this
Trust
guy.
me, he's hacking down
busy,
trees at the
man.
minute, bro. He's
I'm
mad
telling
busy
you,
right
man.
now. Home
Mad busy.
improvements, all that.
Mad busy. But what did you guys think of the Arsenal Brentford game? Just quickly.
Didn't
just
watch it.
segueing into that.
I'll be real with you. I told you yesterday, bro. This football was not on my mind yesterday.
I hear that. What about you, Prime? Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched the game. But it's from what I know Arsenal did, and from the highlights, you guys facing a very tough Brentford team who we know how difficult their low block is to break down, and the fact that you're able to win it late in the end, like that for me is more impressive than just blowing a team 4 or 5-0 every week.
Well, for what I heard, the only reason why Brentford got back into it was because of Ramsdale. I heard he made a massive mistake. I didn't even see it.
Ramsdale's like he's an average goalkeeper. I've been saying that like since the start. But the resilience Arsenal had to keep going because again, previous Arsenal teams, you guys have a good month or whatever blowing teams away, and you face a difficult opposition, and an error happens, and it's 1-1, and then your heads drop, and you end up losing the game. So this is why I keep telling people. This Arsenal are different. Now, whether this will result in you guys actually winning the league, I don't know. I don't want you guys to win it, obviously. But like, I'm not gonna let me being a Chelsea fan cloud my judgment of looking at you guys and saying you guys you're actually very, very good. Because if this was Chelsea, I'd want people to realize that we're actually good. So,
You know what though? At the end of the day, though, if we don't win the league, man, all of this shit don't mean nothing to me as far as I'm concerned. And the manager's got to go. So that's my strong beliefs. I don't want to hear anything about you lot have made improvements. It's been 20 years since we've won a league. Do you know what I mean? We've never won a Champions League either. And my expectations are probably a lot higher than a lot of Arsenal fans. And I'm not saying that I think I'm special or I think I'm better than anyone else. But wait, you shut the up, man. Don't talk. Like that. You know what I mean? It's just like you get a lot of Arsenal fans that talk a lot of breezo, yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like
all fan bases talk pants, bro.
Yeah, it's true. If we don't win nothing this season, then all of this don't mean nothing. And yeah, it's pressure time for us, but still, we have to just go.
But you have to be in it to win it, and you're there. So
exactly, and like the players are a year older than last season. You can say you can make the argument that we had a young squad last season, which everyone likes. The boys are young. Do you know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, if you're old enough, you know what I mean. You're good.
If
enough,
you're good enough, you're old enough. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're good enough, you're old enough. So big up JPT in the building, man. How you doing, my bro?
You got, man.
I don't want to hear Timber. I don't want to hear Timber, bro. I don't want to hear you saying Timber.
No Jury and Timber here. No, nothing, bro. What you said though, like trying to get on the show. Of course, man. I always feel bad whenever I can't hop on the show, but I had to come off for a little bit. I was gonna host one, but I said screw it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Hence why I'm off camera. I look like a. But it's there, like what Wolf and what everyone was saying was just yeah, man. As long as you guys are taking one game at a time, which I think that was, that's because you saw last year where after dropping points to Liverpool, it looked like they were already kind of panicking or thinking 2-3 games ahead. They're changing that. It looks like they're changing that mentality, and they're going out with a new confidence. I mean, look, they're firing away. Yeah, a lot of people were probably thinking 5-6 goals because that looks like what Arsenal have been looking like they can only score. each game. But they did the job. It might not have been at the most. It might have taken all 90 minutes, but they still did it. And then look how they are. At the end of the day, they're at the top of the table. And yeah.
Well, can I just jump in on that? The only thing I will say, right, and this goes back to what I was saying a minute ago about the tactical flexibility about Arteta, right? If you look at how the goal was conceded yesterday for Arsenal, I've just watched it. Why didn't Ramsdale just kick it away?
He had time to kick it.
Kick
was
it away, bro.
Unnecessary goal.
Why is it all this goalkeepers want to be taking touches and all this? Just kick the freaking ball away, man. It's football 101. Just get. Well, the thing is, Saka, what DJ Crane saying, Saka always does these like kind of disappearing acts. It's always down to fitness, or is it his form, or it's whatever. But I'll be real, man. Saka's done his job. He's not world class yet, and he's still contributed 10 assists, 15 goals, close to. So, like, he's doing his job for a 24-year-old, mate. You know what I mean? You can't really expect him to be getting messy numbers and stuff yet, because even Messi and Ronaldo at 23s, 24s weren't doing all this kind of stuff yet. You know what I mean? Messi had to wait until he was 25, 26, centerpiece of a whole Pep team. Like, just go and dribble, Messi. Off you go.
It's not the fault of the modern fan that just wants everything immediately, like right away. I mean, it's nothing bad to ask, but to be, more realistic and understanding of, what these, like you said, 24 is still relatively young. And he's not even prime, but he's got like 2 years to hit like his prime form, and then to see what then a better judgment, see what this guy is really going to bring. Maybe he is in those 2 years is going to be world class, but yeah, I mean it's not really a disappearing act. Who's saying that he's disappearing?
Well, he's not disappeared. It's just a fact of there's always this speculation with. Okay, this is just for me on the outside looking in. There always seems to be a question mark over Saka, whether it's injury related or fitness related, or people just genuinely believe he dips. I don't know, but for me, he's got the mark of a good player because he always just comes out of nowhere. 1-0 to who?
I'm watching Bayern Leverkusen against Wolfsburg.
Yeah, Bayern Leverkusen just
smashing it, man. They're smashing it, man. They're still unbeaten, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
People were giving Leverkusen crap for dropping to being down to was it Karabag? Who was the Europa League? Yeah.
I don't know.
Goal scorer is Nathan Teller. Nice.
Anyway, I wanted to ask this question, and before we move away from the Arsenal segment and talk about Villa and Tottenham, Marley had a question here, and this is a question to everyone on the panel. Is Declan Rice Arsenal's best signing in the last 5 years? And I'm going to answer that one last. So I'll give you Chelsea boys.
Well, according to Tony Claw TV, Kai Havertz is.
Don't even start on that one. Listen, bro. Don't even start.
Tony is the same guy that believes Arsenal will win the league this season, but doesn't believe Arteta's good enough to win Arsenal the league this season. I don't know how that works. I'll be real. I don't know how that works. But
bro, I don't know how modern football works generally. So just
no, Declan Rice. I think. Listen, I've been a massive supporter of Declan Rice for years now. I've been telling people how good this guy is. I remember 2 seasons ago, the season after the Euros that England lost, I was telling people that this guy he's the best young player in the league. Telling people that he's one of the best DMs in the world and that people shouldn't sleep on him, that this guy can go on par with like the likes of Rodriguez and Casemiro, etc. People that want to listen.
Now
that he's at Arsenal, he's getting his flowers. And it annoys me that, well, one, it annoys me that he's at Arsenal because I wanted him at Chelsea.
But he's a Chelsea boy, isn't he?
People are only realizing now how good this guy is. When he's been doing this, aside from the goals, which he wasn't getting at West Ham, his performances on the field, him being a leader, the way he breaks up play, the way he reads the game, was doing this at West Ham. He's been doing this for England. So yeah, it's great that he's getting his flowers. I just don't like that it's at Arsenal, but it is what it is. Yes, to answer the question, yes, because I think this is the first time in the last 5 years Arsenal have actually signed a world-class player.
You know what? I'm going to be against the grain here and really annoying everyone. You know what? I think you should chuck Partey into that question as well. Because I'm not being funny. I would say, like, in terms of what he brings to the team, Partey used to bring as much because he was half the reason why your midfield was solid last season. Plus, along with Xhaka, of course. Because the one thing I will say is, has your midfield evolved? Not really. Because in terms of generally speaking, I'd say maybe your midfield's got a bit weaker where your defense has got stronger. Because I don't see you guys don't dominate teams in the midfield. Not like that. Because I'm not being funny. There has been games I've seen when Declan Rice has left completely exposed in the middle of the park. Even against us, like in the Chelsea game at the Bridge. I like Declan Rice. He's an extremely talented player. But no one player can do it on his own. Not once. So I do think talent-wise, I think he's really up there. And you guys have got a world-class player there. But I do think sometimes the way Arteta sets up leaves him completely... Particularly, look at the game in Porto. And I have to say, a tactical adaptability, because he went to you guys on the basis of you guys were playing Champions League football. Am I not right? That's why he went to you guys, was to get Champions League football, yes? Because like that's what the whole thing was, and that's why he wanted to play for Arsenal, so he could play in the top echelons of Europe. And I'm not being funny. Oh man, I hate this crap where whatever you do in the league has to bring Europe, otherwise you can't get players in. Blah 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 blah. We broke that myth ages ago, but it's still a myth that holds, man. And it's just because we signed Kante when we weren't even in the Europa League, let alone the Champions League. And he was, and I'm not being funny, he's still arguably the best DM on the planet. Kante, just because he got injured a little bit, because we didn't get rid of that guy when he was finished by it. He was injury prone a bit, but you know, like 31, he's not finished by any stretch of the imagination. But in terms of Declan Rice being the best signing over the last 5 years, like BANTZ said, if you don't win the league this year, are you still having that same conversation? I don't know, because I'm imagining the only difference would be between Partey and Rice is that you're possibly in with a bit more of a shout of winning the Premier League this year. Yes, is that what this is based on? Right? What would you base Declan Rice being the best midfielder that Arsenal have signed over the last 5 years on? Because you guys have never really been that bad when it comes to signing midfield goalkeepers, strikers, yeah. But like in terms of your midfielders and your defenders, you guys have been all right when it comes to signing midfielders.
This is the first time Arsenal have signed like truly a difference maker. I get what you're saying about Partey, but Partey for Arsenal has been questionable at times. Like he's always injury prone, and at times when they need him, he isn't there because of his injuries. But Rice, like at least for me, this is the first time in at least in the last 5 years they've actually signed.
What about Saliba then? Like DJ said. Who would you say? Forget the midfield for it. Who's been Arsenal's most important signing over? Because for consistency wise, like DJ Crane said, you probably have to put Saliba because he was there in both seasons, where Partey wasn't there in this one. And
yeah, but if you speak to Arsenal fans, if you speak to Arsenal fans, they will say over this season and last season that Saliba has been like their not Saliba, Gabriel has been the better centre back. People will say this season.
Big up Gabriel as well. He's had a stellar season. At times, he's been better than Saliba.
If that's the case, and we're saying Gabriel's better than Saliba, then
no, can't say
Saliba. No, this season for sure, Gabriel's been better.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying for me, like Rice is just phenomenal. There's a reason.
Yeah, he's a good player, man.
The reason why City wanted him, he would have slotted perfectly in that twin six with Rodri.
True. What about you, BANTZ? What do you think?
I was just waiting for you guys to chime in. JPT, what's your thoughts?
Because we all knew how good he was anyway from him being an ex-Chelsea boy. We're all Chelsea lads. We all knew how good Declan Rice was. Shame, really.
Just to keep it quick, I'll agree with Prime with Declan Rice just because it looks like he's made more of an immediate impact. One signing I would shout out, it is within the last 5 years too. So if it isn't, just let me know.
Turn that volume down, please. We don't want to get demonetized. Sorry.
I got
that noise down.
But yeah, I think it was the same within the last.
I think he's
5 years,
outside.
but-
He's outside somewhere, I think.
Is that noise outside, or is it? Where's that noise coming from? Because we'll get shut down. We will definitely get shut down.
There's nothing playing around me.
Might be just he's outside, Bants, and we're hearing wind.
Is that traffic or something? Oh, okay.
Let me see. If I go mute, this is so you still hear it?
Yeah. Is it? It just sounds like you're outside.
It sounds like you're in wind or cars are going
Yeah.
by. It's not. I think I thought Bants thought I thought it sounds like cheering, but when you actually listen to it, it sounds like wind and people going past. Like you're outside still.
Fan on, but that's pretty much it.
Oh, we're hearing the fan then. That's what we're hearing.
Yeah.
The fan. That's what we're hearing.
I'll stay away from it. I just like I said, to make it short.
You guys stop.
Rice. But would you even put Ben Christian to the right? Would you put Ben White in that out there? Like
no, not Ben White. Not Ben White, because at times he's been tactically exposed. He's not. I like Ben White, like Latimer said, in a tactical system where he's set up. Ben White's all right. He could do a job. He's a decent right back. But I'm not being funny. When they get their whole back four fit again, because a lot of people forget that they haven't. I think their strongest back four is obviously Gabriel and Saliba in the middle, with Timber on the right and Tomiyasu on the left. I don't think.
I would agree.
I don't think when they've got fully fit defenders, mate. I don't even think Ben White gets into the team, if I'm honest. Because Timber is a lot more technical. I know Arsenal fans didn't get a chance to see a lot of him, but he's strong, he's powerful, and if he comes back 50% of the player that he was before he get injured, Ben White's got no chance. So
we'll see, because he's looking like now I won't say like a critical player, but he can make the differences in the game. Like wasn't he the one to get the assist to Havertz?
What, Timber?
No, Ben White.
Oh, Ben White, you mean yesterday?
Yeah.
I mean,
assists.
that guy when he switches onto that gear on right before the cross, that man has like I don't know, he just unleashes like another like level of speed. He's I don't know what it is with him, but yeah, it's when you guys brought him in as a center back, it wasn't working out. But switching to the right, it's like, oh, maybe you guys are fine without Tomiyasu, trying to play as a right back, and then losing Timber early in the season wasn't as bad because you have Ben White as an option. Now, of course, after Ben White, it's like, what are you going to have? But it's, I mean, like I said, Declan Rice, I think, wins this discussion, this question, but just throwing a name out there since everyone else has a different name.
Well, this is Arsenal's best signing over the last 3 or 5 years. That's why I chucked. Yeah. I said Saliba as well, because I'm not being funny.
Oh, yeah, Saliba.
In terms of stability, you got to look at your defense. Any team's stability comes from defense, then midfield. Because if you're leaking goals left, right, and centre, you got no chance. Ask Chelsea fans.
So my answer to that question. So the question is Declan Rice Arsenal's best signing in the last 5 years? The question is, the answer from me is no. I'm sticking with Saliba. If you take Saliba out of our side tomorrow,
what about Gabriel then? What about Gabriel then? With how good he's become over the last season or so, because he has stepped up.
An argument. No, that's an argument as well. But Gabriel is brilliant, but he's got the bozo gene at times. I know Saliba's had his off moments as well. But Saliba's the type of player that just lacks concentration at times. But Gabriel, he'll do something harsh. He's still young. He'd do something harsh, and do you know what I mean? Just something really bozo-ish, and probably give away.
What about Odegaard? Because he was signed
up there as well. Yeah, but I'm looking at the spine. So what I'm looking at,
Odegaard's part of the spine, huh?
No, but I'm talking about at the back.
Oh, the defense.
Last season, and this is my argument. Last season, we probably lost the league because we didn't have Saliba at the back. Yeah. If you saw the way we got cut open last season, the last how many games, Saliba was injured in it for the last, I don't know how many games, was it 10 games or something like that? We got opened up like a can of beans, and that's because Saliba wasn't there. So if you ask me the question, and going forward, you can ask me that question in the future, it probably changed to Declan Rice. But at the moment, Saliba, to me, is the best signing in the last 5 years, and he's still young. Yeah, what is he? Still 20? Is he 21 now? So he's still got levels to go up.
Yeah. He's still young.
He's young. He's young. So he's still got levels to go up. So I'm choosing.
Once we have Saliba as well, he's got experience around him because Ben White's no youngster, Gabriel's no youngster. 25. I think even Zinchenko, even though he's not the greatest left back in the world, he's still old enough where he's experienced and he can use his brain to a degree. So but it depends, man. Yeah, but I'm with BANTZ on that one. If I was going to say over the last 5 years, I'd probably have to say Saliba because no matter how you examine it, right, Declan Rice comes into and completes the project. He doesn't come in and start the project. So I'm more with BANTZ. I'd have to give that more to Saliba because he's been there longer and been part of the process, if you like. I know people hate that word now, but it's true.
Anyway, moving on. Villa got smacked.
Oh God, man! 4-0 Spurs, bro.
They got smacked up today. Yeah,
they got cock-a-doodle-doo.
Is that Villa's top 4 chances gone, or
no, man?
Are they still in it?
No, they're still in it. Can I open with this one?
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. This is typical Unai Emery. If you've seen him like over the last 12 years at some point, I think Ladder must have seen quite a bit of him as well. I think you'll agree on this. With Unai Emery teams, they have these sort of like fears and phobias. When they get to about 3rd and 4th, they stop and they regress a bit in terms of they stop being as aggressive. Because I'm not being funny. Aston Villa have had their kick at the cracks in their armor. I'll big up Taib.
Well, I mean, I've been saying this Emery, I think Emery's a brilliant manager and phenomenal tactician. But like I've been saying, like there's a reason why I compare Chelsea squad to Villa squad. I've been saying Villa squad is not that good, for one, and two, you'll see post this international break now, Emery will start focusing on the Conference League and they'll start dropping in the league. They should not be this high. And Emery will rather win the Conference League than like finish or potentially finish top 4, which I don't think Villa will anyway. Villa will drop down and they'll finish like around 7th or so.
Where's everyone gone? What about you, JPT? Villa? So I'm just showing the channels.
But I mean, I saw that red card, I think sometime in the second half. But yeah, just kind of went downhill. I still think that they're going to be in that conversation with 4th. They could drop. I would be really surprised if they drop down to 7th, like as Prime said. But let's see, because who's going to be in that conversation fighting for 4th? It's Spurs, Villa, United. It's gonna be hard to say that Spurs or Villa's gonna fall behind any of these teams, even with Emery focusing on what would you say was part of the Conference League he's in right now?
I can just about barely hear you.
Oh.
A bit muffled.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah, like we're just saying, it's just I would be surprised if they fall that far, especially falling below Spurs, United, and so forth. But even if they are focusing on, I think it was the Conference League. Looking at the squad, I think they can, even if they were to, they have the depth to focus on both competitions.
Yeah, I can't hear you again. You just seem to be going in and out.
If not, just I'll go later.
Yeah, I can't hear you properly. Sorry. Yeah. Where's Wolfie gone? Wolfie's disappeared. So yeah, just I'll just quickly speak about. I just think today, man, Emery just got smoked today. It's just simple as that. I think Tottenham secure top 4 now, and they've been there and done it before. Villa haven't done it, so I can see like Spurs just fighting for that top 4 position now. They look the dominant side. Actually, the first half was pretty rubbish, actually, but in the second half, you could see the quality they had. They got very good defenders. Udogie, Van der Ven, Romero. You know, they've got good players in their team. As much as I hate to say it, as a obviously my rival and stuff, but yeah, I think they're going to secure that top 4 now. And I've got to hear from probably Deji tomorrow, chatting rubbish about his team, about beating Villa. So yeah, well done to them, man. And
4-0 though, but how, man? Like, surely I know Villa can have a dip off, but damn, that's a dip.
Hold on, let me see the points actually, because wasn't they like 3 points behind or something? Or
no, I think Villa are still quite clear in fourth.
Oh, they're 2 points. Oh, they're 2 points behind, but Spurs have got a game in hand.
Yeah, but
and their game in hands against Fulham. Fulham at Fulham. Fulham at home, yeah. Fulham's at home against them, and then they've got Luton after that as well.
And they still got to play us at home as well.
Mm-hmm.
They still got to play you, Spurs.
Yeah, and they got to go West Ham as well.
Our game was the one that was postponed.
Oh yeah.
And Arsenal as well. Arsenal away has been postponed as well, so we got 2 London derbies coming up.
They don't go to Chelsea and do well, you know, do they? They lose when they come to you guys, don't they?
Hang on.
They haven't got a good record.
It was just last season where I think
Tottenham have Fulham, right? They have Man City, they have Arsenal, they have Liverpool, and they have us all still to come in the last 10 games. So, you know, and I'm not being funny. Okay, I'm not being funny, right? Even if you know when they go Anfield, Liverpool are going to want to rip them apart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, City at home,
yeah.
I'll even give them City at home because obviously City, that's kind of Tottenham becomes City's bogey team. Don't ask me how. Well, they have. Weirdly enough, it's never really led to anything, but I can still see them losing to West Ham, though. I can still see us beating them at the Bridge because I'm not being funny. I know Deji will sit there and say, but we haven't had our 11 and all that kind of thing, but I'm not being funny. When you had your 11, they imploded against us. So, and they did. They imploded. 2 man got sent off, and it could have been worse. So it was just, you know, we should have beat them 9-1 on the day, let alone 4. Spurs, I'm not sure about Villa's running. Let me see Villa's actually, because this top 4 race is actually
Villa's got us. They got Liverpool. They got City as well in their running as well.
They got West Ham next as well.
Yeah, they've got some tough games. Villa have
Brentford away. Oh, they got Brentford at home though.
They got you as well and Brighton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they've got some tough games coming up.
Yes, they have. And I'm not being funny. They're not exactly on fire though, are they?
Nah.
So you know.
Not today. So yeah, who do you think is gonna pick top 4 out of Spurs and Villa?
Unai Emery, man. Yeah, I just think
Villa's gonna do it, yeah.
I do. I just think overall he's a better manager because I'm not being funny. When it comes to playing against Cities and Liverpools and all that, who's better tactically between him and Postecoglou? Excuse me. For me, it's Unai Emery, and he's got the European trophies to back it up. So, because I'm not being funny, okay, they might have been ported. Okay, no one would be more disappointed than that result than Unai Emery today, because I don't think anyone thought they were going to go to Aston Villa and beat them 4-0.
Smack on 4-0, yeah.
And I think that one, Unai Emery won't be sitting. He won't be, even though he's a calm, nice guy. He won't be sitting there like giving preachers and praises later on. So if he hasn't broken a couple of things, I'm a fair man, boys. I was saying Edison foul, Yee was a pen, but not a red card. But sorry, the Stones got Aki was in position. Endo was in the League Cups, 1-off, 1-ons. But what? I'm not.
What's that?
That's Kieran. He's trying to say about how the Edison foul, you know, with the one with the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's saying that should have been a red card. You know the one when he took him out at the beginning of the half.
Well, Doku.
Yeah.
Oh, Edison.
No. Edison and Thingy, man, at the beginning of the half.
What, the penalty?
Yeah, the first one. He's trying to say it should have been a red card. But the thing, to be fair though, Kieran, if you actually watched the Forest game earlier when there was a proper 2-footed challenge on a Forest player, and literally the guy was in the WWE's 2 legs were straight poles. No. Sorry, not a red card. Also, the penalty appeal, I prefer not to speak. You mean the Doku one? That's the one I think he's saying not to speak on. Balancing out.
Oh.
Well, hang on, Kieran, you're an honest fan, and I tell you what, he's a Liverpool fan. Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. Yeah, be honest. On the chances that you created, you should have won that game in open play, right? Because I know he's a real Liverpool fan, bro. He ain't silly. That's why, look, balancing out, being fair. Yeah, fair enough. And I'm sure he'll be the first one to say with the amount of chances they had, they should have scored at least one goal from open
Did
play.
we have Kieran on this show before? There was 2 Liverpool fans. Remember, we had 2 Liverpool fans.
Yeah, we had Glasgow Red and we had Kieran. Yeah, we should have taken our chance. There you go. Yeah, there we go. We should have taken our chance.
Yeah. Liverpool should have won that game.
Yeah, man, they didn't need no penalty shot. No offense, I had a feeling that, right, to all the younger Liverpool fans, maybe that penalty at the end would have been the crutch. But I know the older Liverpool fan, and I'm talking about the older Liverpool fans that have seen the team play for more than 10 years. You can't make that many chances and not score, man. Seriously, and they had some good chances as well.
The Harvey Elliott one comes to mind too, where he kind of, I think he just took too long in the second half to make a decision. Because it looked like it was going to be a breakaway goal, but like you said, they didn't take their chances, and that's what cost you, especially if you're going to try to challenge for the title.
Slim margins.
Yeah, it's not over. There's still a lot of football to be played.
Yeah, it's still 10 games. It's just the point of the day, isn't it? Because I'll be real, right? As we all said, does anyone, when you said at the beginning of the show, who takes the advantage from that point? City, 100%, because they know in the second half they should have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We all believe. Who here genuinely thought, right? Like realistically, on the balance of play, if Liverpool had finished their dinner, they should win that game 3-4-1 easy.
Yeah, easy.
So, but the thing is, I don't know, man. I don't know what Diaz, man. I know Nunes was fighting, but didn't really get a lot of chances. But Diaz, man, that guy's a conundrum to me because he can do everything but finish. And I'm not talking about just today. Even in the Carling Cup final a couple of weeks ago, he should have scored a couple of goals and didn't. Even in the league game when they beat us 4-1, he hit the post and missed a couple of good chances. So, like, he's got his flaws, Diaz. He's got his flaws. Good player though. He is a good player.
Very good player.
I just think as a 9, nah.
I wanted to talk about your game tomorrow because you got Newcastle at home, is it? They're at home. Chelsea play Newcastle, yeah, at home.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of that game? And
we'll beat them.
You beat them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we beat them 1-0, like we did before. And the reason why I say that is because one thing about Newcastle,
good, are they?
No, they're a wounded animal still. I know that they've been doing bits and bobs here and there, but they're a wounded animal still, Newcastle. And I'm not being funny. No matter how many players they think they get back, their talisman is still Tonali, and he's still not playing. So, but the thing is, it depends on what Chelsea. Because I'm not being funny. I can guarantee you that Ladamus and me and JPT, we're all thinking the same thing. It's going to be Sterling, Jackson, maybe Palmer, Enzo Cancedo, Conor Gallagher in the midfield, probably Gusto right back, probably maybe who's going to be left back tomorrow, lads? Who's going to be the lucky dip? Chilwell, yeah? You reckon to Chilwell tomorrow?
Colwell.
Colwell? I heard a shout at Colwell, so there you go. Maybe Colwell, because I think Ben White's fit. So I think if Ben White, what's his name? Ben Chilwell, Mr. Glass. I think if he's fit, he'll play.
I think he's injured, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, there you go, Mr. Glass. I think Thiago Silva will come back into the team and probably be Diassi next to him.
Who's
Wolf?
Bukaria left back. Oh well. Yeesh.
You know why I say that, but it's because we actually have one of the few teams that are set up to get at Newcastle because we have pace up front. Regardless, our finishing ability is a different story, but we do, in terms of making chances, believe it or not, there's not actually a lot of teams in the Premier League that are better at making chances than us. It's finishing our dinner we have a problem with. But the thing is, I was talking to you earlier about the Cities and the Liverpools. You got that pressure. It's not there with Newcastle, bruv. They may become a force in time, whatever, but they're not that force yet. So, and they're not being funny. They're not only less or more nor uppity up than what we are. Because I'm not being, aren't they just above us? So
I was gonna say because you know there's that saying, isn't it? A wounded animal is still a dangerous animal.
Yeah, but we're just as wounded as them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could say that, I suppose.
In fact, we're more wounded because we're the ones that are supposed to be all the way up there, right? If by all the narratives about, your team standards have dropped, if I'm to believe all these narratives that have been spat at me as a Chelsea fan, we're wounded as well, right? We've still got 5 or 6 JPT, no biasness here, yeah. JPT and Ladamus. How many players have we still got injured? 5, 6?
More, I think.
More?
You've got loads of injuries, man.
Okay.
You've got
Right.
loads of
That,
injuries.
that aside, right? That aside, we're supposed to be a team that's all the way up there, right? And we're languishing in what, 11th? But the beautiful thing about this Premier League is everybody's crap. So if we win our 2 games in hand, we can go 7th.
You should be aiming for that, really. Definitely aiming.
Well,
aiming for
I'm not
those
sure
2
what
games.
this board are aiming for, bruv. But you
Is it
know,
Chelsea then Fulham? Is it Chelsea then Fulham? Is it that the games you got, or Chelsea then?
I mean Newcastle, Fulham.
Sorry, not Chelsea, Newcastle.
We can't play
Fulham.
ourselves.
know,
I think we got Fulham next
Well,
after that. Yeah. No, we got Sheffield
they're
United
just-
after that. We got Sheffield United.
you
after
lot
that.
got you lot definitely smoked them.
We
Wow,
need-
they're shit.
Bro,
Oh no,
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
because the Arsenal game was postponed. Oh no, sorry. After that, because we've got 2 games postponed. We've got in the league, we've got Burnley, but before that, we've got Leicester in the FA Cup. So we got Burnley
Oh,
after this.
So you got a nice couple of games, yeah, to like do your thing in it, you know.
Well, put it this way: the games after this one, we've got Burnley, Man United, Sheffield United, and Everton. All right, so maybe we might have a blip, but I still think we should beat Everton at home, and we definitely should beat Sheffield United home or away. Burnley at home, definitely we should. Because I'm not being funny. Those two teams are too open, bruv. Way too open.
Is there any any players to look out that are dangerous for Newcastle?
Oh yeah, Isaac. Who have they got? I think Joe Linton, right, when he's fit.
Gordon. I don't
Bruno.
think Joe Linton's injured. I think he's injured. I think he's out for the end of the season.
What's up, Rosie?
I think those are the 2 main ones. I mean, I don't. You never know with Miggy. Miggy's like he'll disappear every time.
Yeah, he's
Callum
inconsistent.
Wilson's Joe. Okay, Callum Wilson's out until May. Joe Linton's out until May. Nick Pope's out until April. Tonali's obviously on a ban. Kieran Trippier's out. They expect him back.
Oh, he's out as well, yeah.
I think he might be out still.
So we're gonna see Lewis Hall and Livramento.
Maybe.
Smiley as well. You got Smiley. You got Livramento as well. So yeah, I think you guys do them. I really think you guys are doing because as you said.
And you know why? Because we're better at being wounded than Newcastle. That's why. Because I'm not being funny, right? If you want to talk about a wounded animal, bro, we've been injured. We've been wounded since day one. We've been running with 3 legs. Not many people have acknowledged that because with Chelsea, we've spent $1 billion. But everyone else has used it as an excuse at one time or another. But we can't because we're Chelsea. So
what's the predictions? What's the predictions anyway? Just get some predictions for the Chelsea Newcastle game.
Well, I said 1-0 already, and I'm sticking to that.
Prime?
Chelsea.
Prime.
Is Prime still there?
Adamus, wake up, dude. I think he might be talking to someone, or he's concentrating.
JPT.
Hey, yo, Adamus. Yo.
Oh, sorry.
Baby.
Man's sorting his Netflix out, man. Yeah. What's your score prediction for tomorrow, Prime?
I don't trust Poch, so I don't know.
You lot are home as well, so
I think Newcastle beat us, but I don't know. Like, it's individual brilliance FC for us, really. If Palmer's on his game, then I guess we win 2-1. But if he's having a poor game, which again I don't put it past him. Like, he's a kid, he shouldn't be forced. He shouldn't have to be the sole leader or whatever in this team.
Hopefully not too serious.
We could lose. I don't know. I'm gonna say we win 2-1, but I'm not confident. I don't trust Poch.
Well, JPT.
Man, with the injuries. So if we saw without Chilwell, without Caldwell, Gallagher supposedly he has some type of illness. Man.
Yeah, I know, man. Is Lavia back off fit again?
Back, we're gonna get like a dozen minutes from him, and then he's gonna be out for another 10 weeks. Like, this guy is just as fragile. And is it? I can't remember if Enzo is he suspended for this game, or is it a cup game that he's suspended for?
No, if he got a card. No, that would apply in cup games, I think.
Okay, I wasn't sure when he picked up a yellow card. I just can't remember for what game, but it was supposed to be a suspension for next. As much as I want to predict a close like 1-0 win as well, I doubt we'll keep a clean sheet. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, Chilwell's out, Colwell's out, Gallagher's out, Chuameka's out, Badashil's out, Reece James is out, obviously, Nkuku's out, Lavia's out, and Fofana's out.
Everyone's out.
Basically.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I think there's goals in it, but I think it's going to be a draw. Whether it's a 1-1, 2-2, I don't know. But yeah. That's
and also, what's his name is back as well.
Who's back?
Zach for Newcastle.
Oh, is that
back? Gordon's back as well. So their goal threats are back.
Yeah.
Gordon. Yeah, he's done all right. He's had a good goal. He's had a good season this season.
Yeah,
Gordon, one of their best players.
Here's a question here that we didn't answer. How does Roberto Martinez keep getting top jobs? Belgium.
I have no idea.
Well, he's not in Portugal.
Wow. He is a good coach and he plays good attacking football.
All right, yeah, that's why when he got Wigan, the FA Cup, they got them relegated.
He plays good attacking football.
Yeah, not tactically adept for me. Like Adam said, has a level. Did
you say a top job. I mean, would you say Belgium and Portugal, are they the top jobs in the world?
Well, in terms of internationally, would have been, because Belgium were ranked 4th in the world over the last 10 years at one point, right? When he was managing.
When they first.
Oh, yeah, maybe in the rankings, they were first.
But again, when you say the top jobs, I mean, like, the Brazil job's more attractive, the Argentina job's more attractive, the Spain job's more attractive, the Germany job's more attractive.
When it goes to
the England job's more attractive. Belgium and Portugal, I wouldn't say they're the top jobs internationally.
Well, when he got that Belgium job, wouldn't you have said, with the likes of Hazard being in it, De Bruyne and Lukaku, most of these guys being early 20s, I would have said, like, in terms of, don't get me wrong, and they had company in them there as well, don't forget, I would have said on the first 11, if you were looking at most teams in the world, even Brazil at that time, because let's be honest, Brazil haven't been all that since 2010 World Cup when they got absolutely humbled by Germany in their own backyard.
He got them close. I mean, I remember that semi-final. Was it semi-final against France? KDB didn't turn up in that game. I remember the quarterfinal against Brazil. KDB didn't turn up in that game. So it's not good, to be fair, but certain players just are not turning up. So
isn't that every manager's problem, isn't it?
No, but that's the same thing kind of at Southgate. You can only get like England get into that final, certain players not turning up. That's not Southgate.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm not being funny. If you've seen Southgate's record and who was available and to who they hired, come on, man. So should Southgate have got that job in the first place? Probably not.
Yeah, but who else was there?
Well, at the time, I'd have to go back. He's had the job since 2016? Well, I think Mourinho.
Yeah, I know.
Was Mourinho available just then after he got sacked from us?
You also have to he went to Man United. You also have to remember the landscape of England at that time. Was that not when they just got knocked out in their group in the World Cup? I think. Yeah, Italy, Uruguay,
2014.
Yeah, like the landscape of England at that time, it was embarrassing. They were. He revitalized the team because he did what kind of like a Pep did at Barcelona. He brought the youth through in terms of all the next generation. But the thing is, he still had the likes of people like Harry Kane, Carl Walker, and all these guys that are established anyway. I don't know to be fun. I do hear you what you were saying because in that World Cup final, they were drastically unlucky because I remember Mason Mount missing a good chance as well. That England had chances when what was it against Italy? And they lost. I'm just saying, like, when you speak to like Belgium, Hazard did an interview with John Obi Mikel like a couple of weeks ago or whatever. I listened to it yesterday, I think.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan.
He speaks highly of the of Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Martinez is not an elite. Like, he's never going to get an elite job. He's never going to get like a Barca job or Real Madrid or anything. He's not going to get an elite manager job internationally. But Portugal is his level like, with all due respect to him, like, I don't see what the problem is.
Well, the thing is that could be applied to the same thing like Sarri, though, because Eden Hazard also said that Sarri was a good manager and had good ideas about how to manage, but never
Yeah,
quite got one over the rest of the players. So I hear what you're saying, but then it becomes the lesser of evils. And I'm not being funny. One thing about De Bruyne, like you mentioned about when he picked De Bruyne and brought him into play, bro, if De Bruyne's not playing when he's on the pitch, sub him off. Because who did they have at that time as well? They had, who else did they have? They had another attacking midfielder as well. I can't remember. He's a bit older, but he plays in Italy. I can't remember his name, man.
What, Dries
Martin.
Mertens? Yeah, he played in that game. He was one of their strikers. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the Belgian job,
Eden Hazard as well, you know.
I'm just saying the Portugal job, the Belgian job, that's Roberto Martinez's like level. To be fair, I don't see what the problem is per se.
Well, I've never particularly rated him, but I never hired him, so it's not my problem.
Well, I think he's rated. Well, I think he is rated where he should be. Like, you know, no one rates him too highly. So, like, I think he's a good enough coach. I think if he was to come back into the Prem, where would he be? He would be like a mid-table-esque manager. So,
well, hang on. I want to, okay, going away from that, I want to ask everyone a quick question because I'm not sure what BANTZ is doing, but I want to ask everyone because we predicted the Chelsea game. I want a prediction for the Arsenal game on Tuesday against Porto, and I'll start off with JPT. What do you think is going to happen between Porto and Arsenal, bro?
Man, it's strange because, as you mentioned, with the whole record with was it? Did you say like Arsenal's home record in Europe was just not that good?
No, that was Arteta. They've always been put out at home over the last 2-3 years. They've been put out at home,
and that's ridiculous. But I think this might be the time where they change that.
You would hope so. Hope so.
Well, with all the respect to Porto, I mean, I just don't think they're going to be the ones to like keep the streak going. I think they'd be the ones to snap it. You know, it's 1-0 down. I think they can win 2-0 at home. I really do. Like, it's, you know, granted that you can argue that goal should have probably never happened because of Raya's positioning for when it happened. And just it looked like the team just switched off.
What about the open goal Porto missed though?
Yeah, they did miss. I mean, don't get me wrong. What that game, Arsenal didn't have a shot on target until like how long into the game? It was like the 85th minute or something. It was really late. Very, very late, and I'm not sure that was still them just trying to get used to playing like knockout competition in Europe because their team is still relatively young. And also too, you know, you're going in another knockout competition versus another Portuguese team, and that idea of like, well, what happened last year? Even though you can argue that Porto are a better team.
There you go, 0 shots. There you go, 0 shots on target against Porto.
So they and I think they're playing without a striker at all. I don't think Jesus wasn't playing. I don't think Kai Havertz wasn't put as a 9. I'm trying to remember the whole position because this was during that work. But I don't think you're gonna see that same type of Arsenal from leg one at the Emirates. I think they're gonna go guns blazing, especially with their goal scoring form that they've had as of late. But I won't be surprised if they win 2-0 and then win 2-1 on aggregate.
Fair enough. Latimus?
What? Arsenal versus Porto. Arsenal win 2-0.
Short and sweet. BANTZ.
It's a very tricky one for me. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for us at all.
Arsenal fans consider themselves elite and can take on Real Madrid easily. Who the bloody hell said? Oh no, I remember now.
Yeah.
I'm going for like.
Yeah, that was Tony as far as I remember. Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna say we win, but I think it's gonna be a hard fought win, and I think we'll win in extra time. So I'm gonna say 3-2 Arsenal in extra time.
Ooh.
Because I think they will score.
BANTZ, if it goes to penalties, do you think the Arsenal has the mentality to win like shootouts, like for knockout competitions?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
Didn't they
of
win?
course.
Wait, you won the Community Shield in penalty shootouts, didn't you?
Yeah,
What's-
we're decent at penalties. Arsenal are decent at penalties, man. We're all right at penalties. Saka, Jorginho, Trossard can take one.
Mhm.
You know, we've
So
got
can
people that can
Martinelli,
take penalties. Martinelli,
Odegaard, even though I don't like him.
Odegaard. We've got players that can take penalties, man. So
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, I'm not even thinking about going to penalties. I don't even want it to go to penalties. But
No, get it done.
Yeah.
Get it done. Get it done.
get it done.
That's when Ramsdale was reliable in the Champions League. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. From what I just saw that mistake, you should never put on an Arsenal shirt again. I'm not. You guys play. I like Ramsdale as a shot stopper, but you guys play a system that doesn't suit him. You guys are in that Pep mode, and unfortunately, you need your goalkeeper to almost be able to beat a man.
Wait, hold on.
Sad.
You want Ramsdale at Chelsea?
Pardon? Do I
You
want
want him at
Ramsdale?
Chelsea?
No, no. Keep Petrovic. Develop Petrovic. If the objective is to develop a young team, Petrovic is 24. I'm not being funny. Let's be honest. As Chelsea fans, can you see a lot of difference between Petrovic and Ramsdale?
No, don't do Ramsdale's average. Petrovic is better than.
I was going to compare that with Sanchez. Really, they both got the same flaws.
Well, there you go. Well, Sanchez. Well, we all know our feelings on Sanchez, don't we? All those in favour of Sanchez go, aye. Yeah. So I think Petrovic is actually better than I'm going to go with Vladimir there. Actually, I think actually Petrovic is better than Ramsdale.
Oh yeah,
And they're roughly the same age actually. Like, because I think Petrovic is 24 and Ramsdale's 26, 25.
25.
He could improve. Maybe if the system was different, Ramsdale wouldn't get exposed as he does because he doesn't like the ball at his feet. But then again, it comes to the donut of the player. This is one of the guys that said he gets distracted by pigeons when he's in goal. So
He probably saw.
even my missus is giggling behind me, sitting there. Yeah, man said he looks up at the pigeons when he's in goal. So like, if you're trying to tell me would I take him at Chelsea? Fuck no. Like man could be distracted by pigeons. Forget the fact that there's people behind you calling you a wanker, saying you're this, saying you're that. You're looking up at the pigeons flapping past. Yeah, man, that's a distraction. Yeah, I prefer Petrovic to be funny, and I'm not being funny. We're building this young team, so you know, I don't see any reason to mess that up. Anybody else?
No comment, man. I'm not in the mood to debate over a keeper that I don't rate. So.
Oh, there you go then. Then.
You lot could have that, man. You lot could have him.
Well, no, we're all right. It's all right, bro. We got Petrovic. We're all right.
That's what I meant. You lot could have that debate. I don't really care about Ramsdale. Do you know what I mean? He's done all right for us. He's done all right for us when last season when we didn't have Raya. You know, he done fairly well. You know, he's obviously a confidence keeper as well, but he does have that. He's got that mistake in him, man. At times,
yeah.
Man, you know,
he just needs to play at Brentford or somewhere where they don't play out from the back, and you're not relied on to have the ball at your feet.
Even yesterday, I mean, like I know he made mistake, but even some of his distribution was brilliant, man. Do you know what I mean? He was starting off attacks. You know, he made a couple of good saves in that game as well. So he's not an absolute useless keeper. He's still a good goalkeeper.
It's just in a system that doesn't suit him. That's all it is. It's just
he just needs to grow up a piece as well, man. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but
all of this crying to the manager and all that bollocks with his old man and all that.
Yeah, my dad bro. If our dads come out to defend us at any of our workplaces, you'd be like, Dad, I love you, Dad. I really do. But fuck off. This is embarrassing me. Well, the thing is, that's the thing. I'm not being funny in that respect. In terms of the PR effect, like you got Arsenal fans had the whole bear corn this year, bro. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, they've had a defender come out and say he can't defend, a striker that come out and said that he can't score goals, a goalkeeper that said he's distracted by pigeons, and a manager that until he got fed salty beef by another man, wasn't sure if he wanted the job or not.
Listen, bro, we're still for the league, man. So for now,
yeah, man, keep that salty beef coming. No, it's not banter. This is what's been said. I'm not bantering you.
I know, but it's neither here nor there. If we win the league, bro, no one's even gonna talk about that shit.
Well, anyway, that might be the turning point.
That's what I mean.
Salty beef turning point.
So, anything else, guys, before we wrap up? Because we've been on now for an hour and a half now.
No, my dinner's coming soon. My belly's grumbling.
What are you eating today?
I got roast.
Oh, nice.
I got roast beef. I got roast potatoes.
Ooh, look at that with the gravy and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna actually have mint sauce instead of gravy.
Okay.
So, I love my mint sauce.
Nice.
What is everyone else eating?
I don't know. Do you know what? Like my missus and that just
Big
went
up,
out
DJ Craig.
to Vapiano's in uptown Tottenham Court Road. It's like a pasta joint, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So missus might bring me something for. I might just make something myself. I'm not really bothered. But yeah, shout out your channels, man. Before we just get out of this place, man. I'm just surrounded by Chelsea fans, man. Suffocating me, bro. Shout out your channels, man. But then again, you lot are just down the road from me, so I went to school in your area. I know a lot of Chelsea fans, so you know.
Mint sauce and ice cream, not that kind of mint sauce, darling. This one's made with vinegar. The mint sauce for lamb is made with vinegar.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there you go. White lamb with mint sauce. Big up, Steph. Big up, Steph.
Rules like lamb and mint sauce, man.
Mate. Yeah, like lambs to the slaughter with mint sauce and sauce.
Are you getting the one from the bottle, the lamb sauce? Yeah, you know you got the little bottle one, or you just you just scrape it out, or you actually gonna make it.
No. This one's already marinated and it's frozen. So
yeah.
It's a defrost job. It's already been prepared in that room. But
this Rosie and mint sauce doesn't belong near me.
Who the bloody hell asked you, Scotty? No one asked you, Scotty. Yeah, no one.
I had some jerk chicken yesterday. Yeah, and I had it with a sweet potato. You know, like sometimes you can just roast the jerk. I mean, you just roast the sweet potato and it comes out all soft and that, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And I had that with a salad as well. Them kind of meals there are the break off, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was like moaning about my food, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Rosie, mate? I want to know what you've eaten today. Tell us what you've eaten, my love. Because I don't want to hear baked beans and sausages, man.
I weren't calling her out, bro. It's gone a bit far for me.
Bro, you know me, bro. I don't business, mate. I say what I need to say, bro.
Hey, babe, look, that BANTZ is calling that Rosie in the kitchen. It's full on salty war, man.
I want to know what she's made today, man. I want to know what
she's sauce don't belong near me. Blah.
Oh, she's making pho from scratch. Okay.
Oh,
is that Vietnam? That's a Vietnam thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Vietnamese soup.
Yeah.
What meat you have?
Jeremy Clarkson can make food. Well done.
What meat you putting in there? What meat you putting in there? What meat you putting in there? Chicken, pork.
Listen to the big man.
Steak.
Anyway, while she answers, like Vladimir, big up your social.
Big up your channel, bro.
I'm just getting hungry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hearing chicken and king prawn. Come on.
Chicken and prawn. Boom.
Ooh. Go ahead,
Brad gave that a full brah. The man gave it a full like.
Click up, man.
Wait. Hey, is that Latimer's doing chicken tonight? Because he's doing the full. Oh no! I thought he might have been doing the full chicken tonight, bro. Do you like chicken tonight? You remember that one, Latimer? Do you feel like chicken tonight?
Yeah,
I'm a dick. I'm sorry.
Back on sarcasm. I'm on Steve's channel, like every now and then. We did a preview yesterday for this Chelsea game. Steve.
Oh, Big Steve, yeah.
Steve, yeah.
Oh yeah. Big up.
Literally, the screen watcher, as I call him, because he's got so many screens for so many games. Like
the Matrix.
He's the
architect, bro.
He's the man in the football chair.
Innit?
Yeah, just catch me on follow me on Twitter and you'll know like stuff I'm doing, I guess.
And he'll be with us tomorrow night, by the way, when we do the Blues Brothers as well.
Yeah, big up to the Blues Brothers, man.
Cussing out Poch, possibly cussing out Poch. It should be in a jerk soup.
If I'm not listening.
Manish water.
What time is that? What time is that? What time is the Blues Brothers show?
Well, it's normally at 11:30 when we both get back from work, but call it 20 to 12 because JPT is normally late.
Late.
Oh, bro, we got to work, bro. We got pennies, bro.
No, I hear that.
All this stuff costs. I don't get it out of thin air.
I'll have to catch that on the replay, bro.
That game doesn't make me angry, then maybe. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Look at that. Blue Brothers is one of Rosie's favorite streams, so check it out. Look at it there. You know, the old selling. She's good, making a good salesperson, man. You know, she's selling things good.
Well, she's a compulsive gambler, so you know.
Oh, there you go. JPT, shout out your channel, bro, man. I need to get out of this building, man, because I'm getting hot, man. These Chelsea fans, too much blue around me, bro. Too much blue, man.
Feeling the pressure.
But then again, I am proud to have a friend that played for Chelsea. You know, play for the.
No, you can't flip back on us now. No.
I see Eddie Newton quite a lot as well, so.
Good player as well, Eddie Newton.
Very good player
Old
as well.
And if these two have heard of him.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of your players. I know your team, man. Kerry Dixon's back in the day and all them, man, there. You know what I mean? I remember you guys.
Oh, yeah, big up Rosie's channel as well, by the way. I've just put the link.
Up.
Oh, yeah.
Go subscribe.
Posted something earlier today on her channel. Came up on my.
Yeah, let's
go
and check it out. Make sure you check it out.
Sales is my past. Okay.
I've got a startup. We've got a startup. My mate's got a startup for an IT business that he's doing at the moment. So we're gonna need some sales reps soon to sell like courses and stuff. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. If anyone's into IT or anything like that.
Don't forget the South American.
You need like experienced sales reps, or
we need sales reps, man.
Don't forget the tree.
No, but like people with experience, or will you be willing to train people? So.
I think we really want like salespeople that's just coming in it, because we're selling we need to sell courses in it. So what we have is we have tutors, and we need to sell those courses for people to be, do you know what I mean, able to do those courses in it. But we need people that are good at selling and stuff like that. Obviously,
we need horses for courses. Apply in comments. All right. Horses for courses. So apply in the comments down below. You know, like and subscribe. Big up Anthony, by the way. Sorry. Selling dodgy tobacco. Anyway, people.
Next week.
It's a shot. Okay, there you go. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So next week, yeah. I think this guy down below here, I can't even point, this one here, he's going to be hosting this show, hopefully, next week, Saturday.
8 o'clock as normal, back to our regular time.
And yeah, you know what? Is there any games next weekend?
I think there is. Anthony on his tractor. Sorry. Let me have a look. If not, we could just talk shit. What we did today.
Yeah.
No, we got Wolves Coventry, Man City, Newcastle. FA Cup quarterfinals. FA Cup quarterfinals, lad.
Oh yeah, you're not in the quarterfinals still, yeah? You lot got in the quarterfinals.
We got Leicester. We got the old Foxes. Jamie Vardy's gonna have a 2016 flashback and get a hat trick.
Can you see yourself getting to another final? I hope you don't get another final and have to.
Yeah, I can see us getting to another final, but I can't see us winning it. Put it that way.
You probably get Man City or something like that in the final. Do you know what I mean? And just, but then again,
Newcastle beat them. And I'm not being funny. I wouldn't mind playing City, to be honest. I think they're crap, so I wouldn't mind playing City either. Yeah. They were lucky to get a draw when we went to their ground, so because we went 1-0 up.
That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. But listen, thank you everyone today. Big up to Latimus Prime, one of our special guests, JPT. Obviously, I'm not going to big up Wolfie because he's the host, just with the most. You know, he's part of the gang. So this is our partnership shit. So yeah, look at this brother. Look at this brother.
Wait. Who was talking about Man U full stop?
Nobody giving Man United a chance.
About what?
Against who?
Against who? Bro, we weren't talking about them. Hang on. Let's check Man United.
Who they got?
Man United. Okay, Man United. What? Were you talking about the FA Cup?
Liverpool.
No, it's about.
They got Liverpool, innit? They got Liverpool.
That's in the league though.
No, this is cup. This is cup. They got him in the cup. Yeah, they got him in the cup.
Oh yeah. Moving on though. No.
Oh, look, everyone's just late lunch at the moment. Late
I tell you
dinner.
what, you know
Tony's
what?
in the
Yeah, I tell
building.
you what. I actually think Man United could beat them, considering the whole crap about Liverpool were going to destroy Man United when they went to Anfield and it was a 0-0 draw. You know, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Top of it, we're
Yeah,
talking about
look,
FA Cup, Tony. That's why we said we don't like late arrivals, because we're talking about the FA Cup. So top of the league, that's got no relevance to what we're talking about. I mean, never mind.
Anyway, people, it's been a good one today.
It has.
Have a good evening. And as Tony Claude always says, we are out. Peace.